But look, I think the name of the game, just like it is every preseason, but with this team in particular, is health. It is availability. Because these guys just have not been able to play together, and Deshaun really is the poster child for that right now, not being able to play with the rest of the guys that are on this roster who really are top flight talented people at all the positions on the offensive side of the ball.
Today we're diving deep into the latest news with the Cleveland Browns as we approach week 1 of the NFL season, and there's been plenty of buzz surrounding this team, especially regarding Deshaun Watson. After a disappointing 2023 season cut short by injury, all eyes are on Watson to see if he can finally live up to the massive contract the Browns gave him. The team has expressed confidence in his recovery and preparation for the upcoming season, but many remain cautiously optimistic, and for good reason. I personally think this is a make or break year for him. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about what to expect from Watson and everything going on with the Browns as we gear up for a big week 1 matchup against the Dallas Cowboys. But before I begin, I would really appreciate it if you would drop a like and subscribe. It only takes 5 seconds, plus you can always change your mind. We are on the road to 40k subscribers, and with your support, I believe we can get there super fast. Alright, so speaking of Watson, let's talk about the offense he'll be leading this year. The receiving core has been a super hot topic with some interesting developments over the offseason. Amari Cooper really found himself at the center of trade rumors just a few weeks ago. Reports surfaced that the Browns were in talks with the San Francisco 49ers about a potential trade involving Cooper and Brandon Ayuk. And these rumors didn't sit well with Cooper, who expressed his frustration publicly on his Instagram story. He felt disrespected by the organization and questioned his long-term future with the team. However, the trade never materialized, and the Browns have since worked to mend fences with their star receiver. Cooper's relationship with the team will be something to watch closely as the season progresses. Beyond Cooper, the Browns are also hoping for continued development from their younger receivers. Elijah Moore showed some flashes of potential last season and could be poised for a breakout year, and Cedric Tillman, who impressed in limited action last season, is expected to take on a larger role in the offense. But yeah, the team is really banking on this group to provide Watson with reliable targets to help elevate the passing game, but it's still up to him to get the ball to them on time and on target. Of course, we can't talk about the Browns offense without mentioning the ground game. Nick Chubb remains the heart and soul of this unit, even coming off that gruesome injury. There is no other guy in the league I would believe more in coming off an injury like that than him. I expect Chubb to continue to be one of the most consistent and explosive running backs in the league, and his ability to break tackles and generate big plays will be crucial for the Browns' success in 2024. But even behind Chubb, I think the Browns have some solid depth with Jerome Ford and Strong. This trio gives the Browns a versatile backfield that can wear down defenses and provide a safety net for Watson when the passing game does struggle, which I think it's safe to say that at some point in the season, it probably will. And the success of both the running and passing game hinges on the performance of the offensive line. The Browns have invested heavily in this unit over the years, and it remains one of the strengths of the team when healthy. Led by All-Pro guard Joel Bitonio and Wyatt Teller, this group has the potential to dominate in both run blocking and pass protection. But I think a lot of the success is on Jedrick Will's shoulders. He has been a disappointment early into his career, and he plays the most important position in football, protecting Watson's blind side. And another super important player for the Browns this season that I actually think could be an X factor is David Njoku. I talk about him in a lot of videos I make about the Browns, but he legit has the talent to be a consistent top 3 tight end in the league. The only problem with him is that he hasn't been able to consistently establish a connection with the guy throwing him the ball, because the Browns always have a new guy under center, which isn't his fault at all. But Njoku can really do it all. I mean, he completely burnt his face off last year and still masked up and got out on the field. He is just an absolute dog, and I love watching him play. But like I said, I really hope Watson looks his way as much as Flacco did, because when he gets going, he almost shows flashes of a more athletic Travis Kelce, and I mean that. Anyways, now shifting our focus to the defensive side of the ball, there's plenty to be excited about. The recent contract extension for linebacker Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah was a move that everyone wanted to see happen. He's shown flashes of brilliance in his first 3 seasons, and the team is betting on him to become a cornerstone of a defense that put up historical numbers last season for years to come. His versatility allows him to excel in both pass coverage and run support, making him a valuable asset in defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz's scheme. The Browns are really hoping this extension will motivate him to take his game to the next level and become one of the top linebackers in the league. And of course, no discussion of the Browns defense would be complete without mentioning Myles Garrett. The perennial All-Pro defensive end continues to strike fear into the hearts of opposing quarterbacks, and Garrett is coming off another dominant season, and expectations are sky high for him in 2024. Here's what the media had to say about Garrett. The Browns are hoping for improved play after some inconsistent performances last season. Actually, they were pretty consistent, but in the playoffs when it mattered most, things fell apart. If the young corners of Greg Newsome and Martin Emerson Jr. can continue to take steps forward in their development, this could be a formidable unit once again that nobody wants to mess with. Alright, now let's move on to training camp in the preseason and talk about what's been going on over the last few weeks. So we all know the Browns lost both of their games so far, and at the time of this recording, they play the Seattle Seahawks tomorrow. I know it's the preseason, I don't want to look too much into it, because I know the Browns used to go like 4-0, but then they would go like 0-16 in the real season, but some of the guys down the depth chart have really struggled, and I hope it doesn't come to be a problem when they are asked to step up later into the season, which with the Browns' injury luck will definitely happen. And this year's camp was comprehensive, featuring 16 practice sessions and including joint practices with the Minnesota Vikings, offering crucial opportunities for player evaluation and team development. Amongst some of the standout performers, Martin Emerson had a super impressive performance against Justin Jefferson during the time where he was matched up one-on-one with him, where he highlighted his defensive prowess, locking him down, and one of the plays went a little viral on social media. Also, another thing that recently happened was that Cade York was traded to the Washington Commanders. I thought it was funny when the Browns decided to pick him up and give him another chance, even though it was obvious that Dustin Hopkins is the guy. But we saw that having a backup kicker can actually be valuable when last year he went down. But for Cade, I wish him the best of luck over in DC, and I still feel like he has a lot of potential. He just got way too much in his own head. I honestly think in this upcoming game against Seattle that Watson should play in 1 or 2 drives just to get a feel for things, especially since he will have 2 weeks off before the big game against the Cowboys. That's really all I have to say for this video. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments below, and thank you all so much if you made it to this point, and if you enjoyed and haven't yet, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe, because your support truly does mean the world. And also, let me know what you would like to see next, and until then, I will see you all later.